Now, in just over half an hour's time, the British Film Institute will show 60 minutes of unique films about Birmingham on its Facebook page, and it wants people to join in with their own memories. Well, the clips are part of a free online collection put together with the Media Archive for Central England, which is based at the University of Lincoln.
Andy Bevan has been on his own journey through these archives, and tonight he looks at how Birmingham itself has changed over the last century and at some of the people who shaped it into the city that we know today.
Few, if any, did more to change the face of Birmingham than the man in the centre of these extraordinary images. This is Joseph Chamberlain, a former mayor of Birmingham, a prominent MP, and at the time this film was shot in 1902, credited with Britain's victory in the Boer Wars of South Africa. His appreciative audience is gathered outside Highbury Hall, the family mansion in Moseley. But while many of the clips in the BFI's Britain on Film collection capture a moment in time, they also show how time itself never stands still. Joseph Chamberlain died in July 1914, 3 weeks before the start of the First World War, during which Highbury Hall was used as a hospital for injured soldiers. By 1935, though, it was owned by the council and had become a home for so-called aged women. Elderly men, meanwhile, were afforded a far less stark description. The Sons of Rest had recreation huts in parks all over Birmingham, and here is Joseph Chamberlain's eldest son, Austin, also by then an MP, taking a tour of one of them.
The Chamberlain family were vitally important to Birmingham. Joseph Chamberlain, or our Joe, as the people of Birmingham praised him, bestrode the political stage of Birmingham and of England, the United Kingdom, like a colossus. He brought to the back streets clean, fresh water, gas lighting. His son Austin became a noted politician, and of course his son Neville went on to become Prime Minister.
This is Neville Chamberlain at a pageant in Aston Park in 1938. A year later, in 1939, he declared war on Germany, but he was seen as weak against Hitler and quickly lost his Prime Minister's job to Winston Churchill. Coincidentally, another Chamberlain designed this Birmingham landmark around 1870, but in fact John Henry Chamberlain was not related to the city's political dynasty. Even so, the chimney here at Edgbaston Waterworks, along with nearby Perrott's Folly, is said to have inspired the title for Birmingham author J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers. In 1974, campaigners successfully managed to save the chimney from demolition, but not everyone was overjoyed.
It's a chimney that is now served its useful purpose and is finished.
Oh, well, obviously all things are relative, and great architecture is also a relative commodity, but it's a piece of loving and painstaking design. There's been care taken in the design of it. It's craftsmanship, and perhaps this is the thing we want most now.
One legacy of the Victorians, though, was in dire need of demolition. Birmingham's dilapidated back-to-back houses were still occupied in the 1950s until the council's Public Works Department embarked on a programme of modernisation. The solution, or so they thought, was high-rise flats, but most of the blocks in this 1956 film of the Lee Bank area have also since been demolished.
The Bullring Shopping Centre is symbolic of the new Birmingham. There's nothing quite like it anywhere else in the world.
Tonight from 7 p.m, the BFI and the Media Archive for Central England will host a Facebook Live event called Birmingham on Film. Anyone can log on, browse a map of the city and watch unique clips like these. The film archivists will also be online, and they want to hear from you.
If you're watching and you recognise a place, person, or you have anything to say about those films, please leave those comments and we will engage with you as you're leaving those comments. It will start a conversation, and of course it's not just about you talking to us, but talking to the myriad of people who will be online and just sharing your thoughts and your knowledge about Birmingham.
And of course it's not just places, the people of Birmingham are constantly changing too. So whether you've lived in the city all your life or you're a new arrival like these Vietnamese youngsters back in 1978, these films are sure to reveal some unexpected surprises. Andy Bevan, ITV News.
got to watch that.
I just love all that archive stuff, you know, all that kind of sense of history, what's changed, all these places that you drive past, I think, oh, that was there X amount of years ago, or this is a new building. Really fascinating.
Really fascinating. On the BFI's Facebook page at 7 o'clock tonight, the British Film Institute.
I'm on the late shift, so I'm all covered now. All good.
Right, just before we get the weather with Dave.